Everybody, this is Patrick from Sasquatch in the Wild. When I first got into Bigfooting, Mike was the go-to guy that I found here in Colorado. Jim Myers would be a close second. And then I got to talking to a handful of other researchers in Colorado. And then I started talking to a guy in Utah. And then there's the RMSO. I started talking to those folks. They're pretty fun people to talk to. The guy in Utah is also really fun to talk to. He goes by Moffat, Mountain Goat Moffat. Now, there's two Mountain Goat Moffats out there. And there's a young guy. And the young guy is the one that I like to watch on YouTube. His videos were cool because he had some of the craziest videos you'd ever come across. He would say, I'm going to walk up that mountain. And he did. He climbed the freaking mountain. He literally, he positioned his camera, but he went all the way up until he got to a bowl. Once he got into the bowl, then he would say, oh, look, there's another forest. Let's go to that one. And then he climbs up, he maneuvers all the way up through the rocks until he gets to that forest. And then he finds another hidden forest above that forest. And next thing you know, he's all the way up to the top. And he said, I came from way down there. And you can see where he climbed down into the valley, around this bend, and his car is somewhere over there. And he did that in one shot. I don't think I could do that. Not with my knees anymore. No, my knees wouldn't allow it. I would be broken apart and in pieces. Even though I would love to do that. I would love to climb up. There are areas in Colorado when you're driving through on I-70 and you look up on these mountains on the left side and you can see it looks like roads going all the way around these mountains, and it almost looks like a wagon train road, and where it's been burned into the ground, or where the wheels just kept going over it, and it's cool to see. I was like, I wonder how they get up there. How do you actually get up there? There are roads like that all over Colorado that I have been wanting to get up to. Maybe my new vehicle, my newer used vehicle, can get me up there and can explore it a little bit. If you're a researcher and you're posting stuff and you're doing it on Facebook, when I first started doing this stuff, everybody said, go on Facebook, go on Facebook. And I did that. And man, the trolls came out of the woodwork. And I hated it. I mean, I was defending myself left and right. But there was a guy, every time I posted something, he said, look out, there's a Bigfoot behind you. And he would always do that. And I was like, would you quit? And he finally quit bothering me. But there's been others. Recently, I had a guy, and he was just going to town on me because I've had a visual sighting. I've been within 10 inches of one, looking up, and oh, you've never been that close. You are crazy. And he just kept going. He was coming at me. He was coming at me like he was God. He was judge, jury, and the trial manager. And I was about to get hung because he believed that I was lying. And that became an annoyance. And why the moderators on all these channels don't jump up and just stop this. They let it play out. I finally got pissed, and I went after this guy. I got down to his level. I kneecapped him. I went after him like he was going after me. I didn't physically kneecap him, but he was coming at me in such a way that, yeah, I took some low blows on this guy, and I went after him. And finally, the moderators of that channel said, okay, we're done. Bloop. And they got rid of that piece. So it's not out there no more. It's gone. But, man, he was just going to town on me, just nonstop bashing. So there's parts of me, I understand where Mike's coming from because Mike used to be really heavily on Facebook. And then he just got off. He got off of that, got off of Facebook altogether. And he's probably better off that way. And I've been debating this also of just pulling my stuff off of Facebook and just getting rid of it because Facebook just doesn't do it for me. There's just, I don't, like I try to explain to these guys, I don't post my pictures. Oh, you don't have a picture of Bigfoot? I said, no, I got plenty of them, but I really don't care. I'm not going to show them on Facebook anymore. I just am not going to do it. You're just asking relentless hell coming from the trolls that are on there. I did call one guy a troll. I said, now we know we have a face to a troll. And everybody in that group agreed. And that guy went, boop, gone. He got off there fast. He didn't like that. But it was okay for him to do bashing on everybody else. But when I finally targeted him and I said, hey, you're just being a troll, and now we have a face of a troll, he was gone. He was totally gone. In YouTube, there's also trolls, and we have them here too, but I haven't experienced that yet, not yet, because on my channel, there's a piece that I found, and they said if you're gonna have a YouTube channel, make sure you find trolls because you want to write down all this information, anything that they state you want to put in there. And I copied this guy's article that he was nailing me on, and I did a copy, grabbed all of his information, all that stuff, and stuck it onto my channel. Now you can't see it, but that information is there. So if this guy pops up, his name is going to be flagged right away. And all this stuff that he writes is automatically flagged. And YouTube will look at this and go, nope, they'll get rid of him right away. Yeah, there's ways of getting around trolls. And I haven't seen it yet. I've pre-warned people, you come on my channel, I'm gonna protect my channel if I have to. And that's how I'm gonna have to do it. But if you're posting on Facebook, there's no protection. There's nothing there. You know, I try not to go after people. I really don't want to do it. There's no reason really to do it anymore because there's a lot of fake stuff being thrown out there, and there's people are using AI garbage all the time, and there's like, this is AI, this is AI. No, it's called Photoshop, and that's what some people are using. Not everybody uses Photoshop, but in the beginning, everybody said it was Photoshop this, Photoshop that. Now it's AI this, AI that. And a lot of times you can tell an AI piece fairly quickly because it's too clear. And or they want to try to create motion blur, but that again, you can do that in Photoshop and you don't actually know. I'm trying to think which way I want to go with this. But Mike did pose a question, and I'm posing this with everybody out there listening. Think about this. Are you really interested in seeing a Sasquatch? And if you see one, what are you going to do? Now, if you see one at 100 yards, don't even talk about it. Because 100-yard distance is a lot further than you think it is. I did a video and a series of pictures and created a video for that. And Jim helped me with this. We did this not too far from my home here in Denver. And don't think that you can see 100 yards in detail. You just can't. 100 feet and 100 yards are two different numbers drastically. You don't want to go down that road.